Hey guys, welcome back to Simplemachine. I'm Bree, the marketing coordinator here, and I'm sitting down with our president, Sean Morrison.
Hey guys, what's going on?
So today we're going to be talking about how marketing will change in 2020. And so we're already at the end of February. We've kind of seen some of these changes take place, and we just want to touch on them so you can know what to expect and what to do with your marketing strategy this year. So the first thing we want to talk about is just the response to Google's Bert update. So we've talked about this. We've done blogs and vlogs about Google releasing this update, and so can you tell us just a little bit about how that will affect businesses?
Yeah, Google's Bert update, as we've discussed before, it's really just just dialing in the searches, longer tail keywords, people, doing more sentence searches. Google is now kind of adhering towards those types of searches. So simple searches, won't be as prominent. The more relevant, the more detailed you get with your searches, the more you can have an impact on your organic results. And so it could really help you if your website is detailed with your information. If everything is filled out as it should be, you have facts and stats and all that good information in your website, good explanations of your services or your products. All of that stuff is going to help you when somebody's doing a long search and is going to adhere to Google's Bert update. And so again, as long as you're following Google's overall procedures and recommendations, and we could of course help you with what those are. We can run tests on your website to see if you're following those. But it was a major update. About 10% of websites are seeing hits from it. So definitely something to pay attention to. If you've seen a drop in your search rankings, if you've seen a spike in your search rankings, that could be, what that could be attributed to, is that Bert update.
Yeah. So another trend and change with search engines this year is just that voice is dominating search. Can you tell us all about voice searches?
Yeah, kind of similar to the long tail searches. Voice is very similar to that, but it does have more. Google's starting to take notice of the kind of prompt or the commands that people use, like, hey Siri, or hey Google, what's this, or how do I get to that, or where's a service company near me. So using those questions and those types of things, Google is starting to take account of that or take notice of that. And so when you write the content for your website, make sure you're taking into account how people are searching with their voice, and expand upon those typical searches, those short terms and stuff like that, with longer terms and more of a conversational tone, conversational manner, because that is now how people are searching for a lot of things. People are talking to text, trying to call and all that kind of stuff, hands-free as much as they can. And so just gearing your business, gearing your ads, your keywords, everything for more of a conversational tone, longer term keywords is going to help your business show up better in the results.
Yeah, absolutely. And so along with that, the next thing we want to tap into is this tool called Structured Markup and how that is facilitating these voice searches. So can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, so Structured Markup schema, that's been around for quite some years. It's been kind of teetering, and is it relevant? Does it really help you? And it's definitely beneficial to business to fill out that information. And you can fill out everything, your hours, your business name, your contact information, your services. It's really back-end information beyond, keywords and alt descriptions and title tags and stuff like that on your website. You can additionally implement schema markup and schema data to help your website have all those kind of questions that people are asking, informational questions and stuff like that, kind of embedded in the back end of your website. And so when you go do those those voice searches, Google is pulling from those schema markups. And so if you have those filled out correctly, accurately, with good data and good explanations, and filled out as best as you can, you're going to come up well for those voice searches, because they are pulling from that data markup there.
Yeah, search engine is so helpful for businesses, and you just kind of have to stay on top of each update because it's only going to keep changing and developing and improving. So just these little things at a time is something that your business really needs to stay on top of. So the next thing that we want to talk about what's just changing, and we've seen this one a lot, is how live video is increasing businesses' engagement with clients or customers. So can you tell us why live video keeps growing?
Yeah, I mean, even beyond this, we're doing a video here where, it's more engaging than our vlogs. We're kind of talking about our blogs, or even talking about our blogs, in a visual video manner. And so it's easier to follow. You don't have to read. You can gain a lot more information and kind of a different perspective. Plus, it's just way more engaging. And then when you make that a live video, you're watching something, in the moment. And so people are just so much more appealing, or it appeals so much more to people that it's live and actually happening at that moment. So implementing live video into your strategy, putting something like this into a live format is going to be really helpful for your business in 2020 and going forward. So when you do record videos and stuff like that, you can always publish it as live, or also be filming a live version or a live angle while you're doing something to be published, or to be produced at a later time.
Yeah, for sure. And something else that we'll see this year that is boosting engagement for businesses is the spread of bite-sized educational and interactive content. So can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, definitely. I think it started with infographics. It was very, very big, years ago. It's still big today. There are just so many of them, but people are really making them, instead of just a graphic of data, they're making them very engaging, where it's almost a game that you're playing to go through the infographic. You're watching things move and interact, and you're interacting with them. And so those types of things are really, really cool. And you're driving content, creating content that's relevant for your business, but it's different than what other people are doing. And then utilizing video, instead of making multiple minute videos, just a couple of second videos, little snippets, and things like that. Those bite-sized pieces of content. People are scrolling through their phone quickly, and so you want to capture them quickly and not take up their time, because they're not going to give you the time. And so capture them quickly, give them your message in a quick, powerful message, and then let them be on their way. It's kind of the way to really have the most impact in 2020.
Yeah, absolutely. Such an engaging way to just let people know what your business is, your products, your services, who you are. It's so helpful for doing just that. But the next thing that is going to be changing this year is that Google will be offering more buying options directly on Google. So can you tell us a little bit about how this will change online shopping?
Yeah, absolutely. Google is trying to compete with the others out there, of course, and that would include Amazon, eBay, and other types of platforms for selling. And so Google is, one of the things that we're looking forward to as a website development company is bringing it back home, and that brands are starting to focus on their own sales channels, developing their own e-commerce websites to sell, instead of relying on Amazon or Google, or these types of platforms to get their sales. What Google is doing is kind of taking products from your website, almost like the shopping platform, but making it a one-click purchase within Google search. So really making it easier for businesses that have websites indexed in Google, like everyone should have, that have e-commerce websites, make easier, quicker purchases through Google's tools. And so really you're gonna see that change, I think, from businesses have really relied on selling on Amazon, on Walmart, on those platforms that have that community, but you're stuck to their policies, their procedures, the way you can advertise, the way you can do the pictures. Everything has a way and a reason, and sometimes it doesn't work for your business. So going back to like I said, going back to your roots and creating your own sales channel, focusing on your own website that you own and you can control as much as you want, is really going to be the way that e-commerce is going to trend and go forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And continuing on with e-commerce, the last thing we want to talk about is just the customization options that we'll be seeing this year, how they will expand in relation to websites and digital design.
Yeah, it's always changing. We've seen the mobile revolution to where, your website has to be mobile responsive. And now, as time goes on, there's just more and more mobile devices that are coming out to where, a developer, when he builds a website, is looking at every single mobile device, tablets that come out, desktops that come out, the surfaces, the iPads versus desktop computers, and so there's such a wide variety of ways that people are accessing the internet. And so, really working with a customized developer or a professional developer, an agency to build a custom platform or custom website for your business is really the way to go. Nowadays, that's not professional if you're using a template anymore. It's not going to work across all the platforms, across all the different browsers. It's not going to allow you to do everything you want. So if you really want to take that next level up with your website, you're going to really need to take that next step up and hire a development agency to allow for you to fulfill all these different customizations and different ways that people are accessing your website. It's really going to be important to do that. So that's why we're here. That's why we're in business, and it's to help you and help stay up to date with everything that we need to do on our end. And we don't expect you to know all this stuff, especially if you go on with a simple Wix site or something like that. A template, it's definitely not going to work for everything that you're going to try to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So we hope that this was helpful for you to learn and just be aware of what type of marketing changes are coming in 2020. Give us a call if you want to learn more about these or get some of them implemented for your own business today. Subscribe to see more videos just like this. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time.